You must be intrigued, washing machine and then to have dynastic politics, but they are interrelated. I must tell you, they are all interrelated. Amid all the political drama that has unfolded in Maharashtra, one thing has become very, very clear. लोकसभा इलेक्शन बहुत पास है, उसके लिए सब कुछ चलेगा. And that is what is happening. Now, Pawar's party got ruptured. Ajit Pawar's rebellion is a clear clarion call that somehow, if senior people don't feel comfortable, even if they have family, they will move out. And if a political party is family run, and if there's a divide in the family, the political party gets divided. But if you have a family which is stable, it ensures continuity in politics. And I think that's the bind. What do you do? That's the Indian way of doing politics. Now on Sunday, NCP leader Ajit Pawar took oath as Deputy Chief Minister. He sung paeans for Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And let me remind you, the same gentleman was accused in 2014 by same political party for irrigation scam. And one of his statement on how empty dams will get filled created a political storm. It was unparliamentary, so I'm not going to get into it. Now, opposition has reacted to Pawar's stunning switch. They said, boss, this is a victory for Enforcement Directorate. Rakh di banduk sar pe. Jairam Ramesh spoke about how tainted politicians become clean and neat when they join BJP. But I think the best was done by Mamata Banerjee couple of months ago, where she actually came out with a washing machine. So, I give this credit to Mamata Banerjee. She came out with this idea, washing machine. Now, opposition are saying that you have let loose ED and CBI after regional parties because you can't defeat them. You have not been able to break into Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh. You lost. You have not been able to beat them in Andhra Pradesh. You have not been able to beat them in Odisha. You have not been able to beat them in Telangana. Even Deccan Bastion was getting fractured, Maharashtra. तो अब क्या करें? तो चला डंका ईडी का. But ऐसी भी बात नहीं है. To the point. Congress, Rajiv Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi. Let me play these graphics for you. RJD, Lalu Prasad, Tejasvi. This is also correct. This is also correct. समाजवादी पार्टी मुलायम सिंह, अखिलेश यादव. कांग्रेस बीजू पटनायक, नवीन पटनायक. एलजेपी रामविलास पासवान, चिराग पासवान. डीएमके करुणानिधि, एमके स्टालिन. नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस फारूक अब्दुल्ला, उमर अब्दुल्ला. मुफ्ती मोहम्मद सईद, महबूबा मुफ्ती. शरद पवार, सुप्रिया सूले. Bal Thackeray, Uddhav Thackeray, Prakash Singh Badal, Sukhbir Badal. So the bottom line is it washing machine versus dynastic politics? The first two, Brajesh, Prime Minister has making an issue out of regional parties. He thinks that, that the dynastic politics are ultimate epitome of political corruption. Do you agree?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Why? The reason I don't agree is that, there's a political probity. The fact is that all the regional parties start by one person. And when that one person starts that revolution, be it, Mulayam Singh Yadav, Mayawati, Lalu Prasad Yadav, Nitish Kumar, they are at that point of time harbinger of change, or the leader of their particular community, their caste, which has been marginalized. It's not like, everything starts with an ulterior motive. It goes on to become a completely dynastic politics. That is also the other truth. But the fact is that if I say that yes, every dynastic politics is corrupt, then what happens when the same the Prime Minister's party absorb them? When all these people who join BJP, what happens to them? When there is a case against Himanta Biswa Sarma, when there is a case against Shubhendu Adhikari, when there is a case against Mukul Roy, there is a case against Ajit Pawar, and you gave a reference to a particular soundbite. I am telling you another soundbite in which Devendra Fadnavis in local in Marathi was speaking कि Ajit Dada chakki piecing, Ajit Dada chakki piecing. What happened to the chakki piecing? what exactly happened to the chakki piecing? And if it is just a case of being politically, what suits you politically. If this narrative suits you politically, you stick with it. If this narrative doesn't suit you politically, you don't stick with it. 5 days back, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that NCP is one of the biggest corruption party. All 9 MLAs who have joined BJP. Tell me what is the antecedent of all those MLAs? Hassan Musharraf has been, and the joke is, I think one of the key joke is that a joke is on Kirit Somaiya. The joke is on Kirit Somaiya is that now memes galore, where Kirit saying that Kirit Somaiya, they send Kirit Somaiya after people and he unearths their cases, and then it is being used to get them into the party. So I'm just saying that in this equation there is no right or wrong, or there is no there's no right or wrong. It just depends on what narrative suits you at a particular given point of time. So if the person, if I'm saying, oh, Kartikeya is the worst person I can ever meet with, oh, the situation changes, well, Kartikeya is my best friend. It's like that in politics. Whatever suits your narrative, whatever helps you becomes your ace. Whatever doesn't help you, you discard them, saying that, oh, I'm just like, I'm not at all concerned with it.
Okay, Pankaj, point taken. But then there is another charge. Bharatiya Janata Party came to power under Vajpayee. PDP is a dynastic party. Shiromani Akali Dal is a dynastic party. Shiv Sena was a dynastic party. BJD was a dynastic party. So their coming to power was on dynastic parties.
Yes, that's what the BJP has been harping on for too long, Kartikeya. But as they say, as I would pick up where Brijesh also left, that nowadays everything is fair in love, war and politics. And we have seen time and again that so many dynastic faces have actually found refuge in Bharatiya Janata Party also. So when it comes to dynastic politics, that BJP could say that, yes, we absolve ourselves from this type of political acumen. I don't think that people are going to buy, because there is a huge list. And remember, Kartikeya, they have been, BJP as one point that actually acts as a distinguishing factor, is they have been claiming that in our party, हमारी पार्टी में डायनास्टिक पॉलिटिक्स में टॉप लीडरशिप हम नहीं देते हैं, यानी चीफ मिनिस्टर का बेटा वापस चीफ मिनिस्टर नहीं बनता है, पार्टी अध्यक्ष का बेटा वापस पार्टी अध्यक्ष नहीं बनता है. बट अगेन, हैविंग सेड दैट, देयर इज अ ह्यूज लिस्ट ऑफ members whose father, whose grandfather had been with the BJP, had been in active politics, and they have found, if not the plum portfolios, at least decent postings in the cabinet or in the party positions. So as we go ahead into 2024 elections run up, trust me, Kartikeya, I don't think it should be coming as a surprise what happened yesterday. We would be seeing more of such faces and cases either making to and fro, going to the BJP or leaving them as well. Because the chakki piecing episode, I also distinctly remember, Brijesh, that aspect once again at that particular time had made headlines, but now tables have turned, and we have seen this happening before as well in the politics, and more has to come.
But then, Bhaskar, all said and done, one cannot disagree that once political parties, they become powerful at a regional level or even at a national level, they tend to create chains of family around them, because ultimately political parties are sitting on a huge political corpus. If you analyze the ADR's corpus, then you find that these are like rich corporations. Samajwadi Party is rich. Political party might be garib, but the treasury is rich. So ultimately you control that, and it is for this reason the mergers don't take place in opposition politics these days. आसान था 1980s और 70s में मर्ज होना, बैंक में होते थे 1 लाख रुपए, 2 लाख का मर्जर हुआ. यहाँ जब 800 करोड़ है, भास्कर, who do you expect to merge?
I think your point is exactly the point. See, what Kumar Swamy said, or what the gentleman from Tamil Nadu said, it's actually interesting. See, I think it's only TV channels and the discussion around this high moralistic standard and this issue only restricted to TV debate. So as far as political parties are concerned, no matter which party, left to the right, or right to the left, or even whatever. So all the parties are almost same. So when it comes to this kind of changing position, what rationalization we as an outsider we can think is basically how to grab power or how to retain power or how to come to power. See, for instance, in just concluded Karnataka Assembly election, two or three people from BJP joined Congress. So nobody said anything. Congress welcomed them very well because they are Lingayat people. Because through them they were expecting more Lingayat votes to come, and thankfully they got votes also in Lingayat belt. So if BJP is doing the same, Congress is doing the same, but only thing is there is some kind of degree of thing that Congress at the right at this moment Congress can't enforce someone to come to their fold, whereas BJP can use they can flex the muscle and force the other parties to come over.
Bhaskar, that's one way of putting it. But the other way of putting it is that, political parties, when they become dynastic, they impede social mobility. There's a very famous saying by there's a very famous saying that if popular politics has become illiberal, then liberal politics has become undemocratic.
No, absolutely. What you said is absolutely right. This is a kind of theory that propounded in the political science field. It's absolutely right. Because see, now no party, including Congress, see this Bharat Jodo Yatra, whatever they say, it's only up to the level of coming to power. See, the moment they come to power, so whatever Jodo is, doesn't matter. They have a different parameter and yardstick to govern and whatever. So this particular point you raised is absolutely right.
Okay, Brijesh.
Well, see, we have to also understand that, I mean, there's no denying, nobody can say that what you're saying is wrong. But the fact of the matter is that, majority of the political parties, they are all the regional parties. They tend to be dynastic in nature because it is started by one man. Who's a creation of his time, where, he picks up cudgels on behalf of his caste because of his, because of his ideology, and he goes on to become hugely successful. Once he becomes hugely successful, the ideology starts getting diluted. Then it becomes, from picking up cudgels on behalf of ideology, it becomes ensuring that come what may, let us, remain in power. And this is the reason why once you have risen to that level, you do not trust somebody else for the power. And this is the reason why, you see from Lalu Prasad Yadav to Tejasvi Yadav, and later on the political mantle will be given to somebody from the Yadav family only. The same is the case with the Gandhi family. But remember, this is almost always the case whenever one person is behind the rise of a political party. At BJP's case, it's a completely different thing, because the BJP's top two posts are not dynastic. But the reality is also that a majority of the time you with the parliamentary board and all, you come up with one name. It's not like every year
can I be
there is
the devil's advocate?
Please
can
do.
I be the devil's advocate?
Please.
I understand what Prime Minister Modi says when he says that, yes, there are people who are families in politics. They can be part of Bharatiya Janata Party, but they do not control the Bharatiya Janata Party. Like Congress, the Nehru family controls the Congress party. Or for example, Stalin's family controls DMK. So how do you answer that nuance?
Well, I told you that every regional party does that, but the fact of the matter also is the fact that, who did JP Nadda contested against? Do you know the name of the person who contested against JP Nadda to become the to become the BJP party president? Or do you know the name of person who contested against Amit Shah when he was appointed as the BJP party president? Or for that matter, Rajnath Singh? See, what happens is that I agree that there is a degree of nuance when you say that, our top man is not somebody who belongs to a political party. But the fact of the matter is, it is always, there are one or two persons at the top who call the shot in their given time. So, like first is what
So you strongly disagree with this?
I disagree with this.
Pankaj,
because if I'm averse, I just one line there. Because if I'm so averse to dynastic politics, I will also ensure that there is no dynasty which is there in my political party as well. If majority of your cabinet has people who are a second or third generation politician in the BJP, how can you deny that?
Okay.